So I think social media gave me OCD, or at least something of the sort. Don't want to self-diagnose, but that's exactly what I'll be doing in today's video. So disclaimer, seek a medical professional if you're feeling the same ways that I'm feeling, or if you clicked on this video, get a diagnosis. Do not trust me, but this is going to be my experience today, what I've found with extensive research of my own, but nothing of the sorts of a medical professional. In this day and age in itself, it has become so evident that we are rushing around trying to get the most done in the shortest amount of time possible. And I mean, statistically, it's harder to make a living these days. Average pay is not allowing people to make ends meet. And a lot of times, people have multiple jobs, they're trying to do side hustles. That is definitely me. I love having multiple jobs, side hustles, passion projects. I love doing so much in a day. But I didn't always used to be this way. And I think this is genuinely who I am now. But there are some negative aspects to it, and I think that has been fueled by social media. So number one, I have the highest expectations day to day now, and if my day doesn't meet my expectations, to me it feels like it's the day wasted. And I think this comes because everybody showcases their perfect lives on social media. Here's what I eat in a day, get ready with me for today, day in my life, and it showcases the perfect day. Meanwhile, either that's their job, is to record their day so they can do whatever they want in a day, or they just curate it to look the way it does, and that's not actually how their day is. They're not recording their 5 hours of doom scrolling. We're comparing ourselves to that, and then when we have some downtime in our day, we feel guilty about it. Like rest, I feel so guilty when I rest. In my head, oh, I should be doing something. I could be making the most of this time. I'm actually guilty of this as we speak right now. I'm on a walk and I'm recording this podcast. Double dipping can be okay, and in this aspect, I think it is. I could be proving myself wrong down the line, but whenever I walk, that's when I think the most prophetic thoughts, and I have the urge to talk. Like in the past, I've just recorded myself talking. But habit stacking has become such a trend too. Along with the optimization of every day, people are trying to stack different things. Like, oh yeah, you can be scrolling, but make sure you're on your new walking pad getting 10,000 steps while you do. Or I'm going to eat while I watch the new episode of Love Island, because I can't just eat in silence. I have to eat while watching something. And the new episode of Love Island came out, so I may as well stack both things. Optimization, habit stacking. And the term maxing, I hate. I do not like the term maxing. Looksmaxxing, hobby maxing, whatever you want to put in there, blank maxing. It's just, again, reiterating the idea that we have to push ourselves to the fullest every single day. And a lot of the times, people want a monetary output or a physical output. Everyone wants to look their best, make the most money, and it's crazy. We're not doing things for ourselves anymore. Do things that don't necessarily yield an outcome. Do things because you enjoy them. That's where I kind of determine what is positive and what is negative for me right now. My daily routine, I do not proclaim to the world. I like to keep very much to myself, keep very private. I don't like to tell anybody what I do in a day. So trust me, I don't make the day in my life content whatsoever. The problems I run into, though, is within optimization. So I don't do anything to yield attention or money, but I like to plan every minute of every day because it feels like I have kind of control over my day. And I really don't know where that came from. It has to be from social media, because that is just the standard nowadays, is that you're not living life well enough if you're not doing this. And I can't get it to stop. It gives me severe anxiety to try to not have a plan, let alone when plans go wrong. So a story, I hadn't seen my boyfriend in like almost 2 weeks, and I wasn't going to be able to see him for another week. So we planned a picnic. It was a sub place that I wanted to try for so long, and we were going to go sit by this waterfall, and I was so excited for this plan. So we got our subs, we laid out the blankets, we sat down. As soon as we started eating, didn't even start pouring on us, it started hailing on us. The typical person would probably be upset. It would probably ruin their mood for an hour or two. But me, as embarrassing as it is, I had a full-blown panic attack that lasted 2 hours. In my whole night, I was upset. I really didn't get into a better mood until like 12 hours later. Because it didn't just feel like, oh man, my plans are ruined. It felt like a physical attack on my body. I felt like I messed everything up. I should have known it was going to rain. It felt like I was personally attacked when it's just the weather. Things happen. You can't predict or control the weather to a T. You can't predict or control anything to a T. But my goal in life is to predict every day, every moment to a T, and get it perfect every single day. And I know that is so unhealthy. But every time I try to wake up without a plan, I instantly start making one in my head. So do I have answers today? No, I don't. And some of my podcast episodes will be like that, where I don't have an answer. But this just sparked a realization in me that social media and societal standards itself nowadays are getting to be very negative. It's changed how I live my everyday life and how my brain is wired. I love how disciplined and productive I am, but I don't love how strict I am with myself about it. I genuinely think it's changed my brain chemistry. So there are 3 terms that I've seen and heard on the internet. Again, on the internet, but it's made me feel less alone. So there's that at least. So obviously we all know the big one, OCD. But then I've been seeing one called optimization OCD. So it's like a specific sector in the OCD field. Because you can have OCD in many other ways. It's not just that you have to wash your hands 3 times, that you have to triple check that the door is locked. It's not always that. Optimization OCD is when you have to find the optimal way to do every single thing ever. I saw this video of a guy who talked about how he optimally eats. He makes a yogurt bowl, and on his spoon he has to get an equal amount of yogurt, fruit, and granola. And that really struck a chord. That is me. That is me. So it's not even within the tasks I'm doing every day. It's within little things like eating. I also have to get to the most comfy spot in my bed before I start my show. I can't press play until I'm in the optimal position. It's really just trickling into every aspect of my life. So that's optimization OCD. At the end of the day, I definitely have a bit of something going on. Within that, it brings me anxiety. I feel like if I fixed these OCD tendencies, I would have less anxiety. I think it just comes along with the OCD. Again, I'm not trying to straight up diagnose myself, and I don't want you to just assume this about yourself. I don't even fully assume it about myself. I just kind of have it in the back of my mind so that I can feel less alone. And when I'm really struggling, I will look up content creators who struggle with OCD or optimization OCD or whatever it is, and I'll watch that, and it will soothe my anxiety because they are speaking directly as to what I'm struggling with as well. So I'm going to try to seek out ways to get better. If anyone can relate, comment down below in what ways you can relate the things you struggle with so that we can feel less alone. Yeah, if you stayed this far, I just want to thank you so much. You are not alone. That is one thing I want to reiterate in every single video of mine. We all struggle in our own ways. Yeah, this world nowadays, it's so hard to navigate. It's so hard. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something from this, and subscribe, stay tuned. More real, raw content coming soon. See you next time.